Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for August 2nd, 2020, Sunday. Those of you who have requested so far some of the red Gando Derma lucidum, you'll be able to access that starting next week. I'm pretty darn sure. So we'll have an order. I think they already have an order spot that you can order it. When we begin, each of us begin to embrace the understanding that every desire that our heart has will either now or one day be fulfilled. Every single thing that you desire through your heart will be fulfilled. The key is to not have expectations or attachments. So that's why a lot of people will desire something through their heart and then they just let it go, and then later on in their lives they come across, they're actually experiencing it and it dawns on them. And see, we're that powerful. We're all that powerful. So it's time that we start owning it. There's one thing about knowing that you're powerful, another thing about owning the fact that you know that you're powerful. And again, this is not the ego mind, this is the heart mind. And divinity has given each of us the best gift that anyone could ever imagine. We each are eternally a magical soul imbued with the power to attract every desire and dream we can conceive. The universe designed us perfectly, so we are naturally magical and all-powerful. We cannot stop this manifesting, creating into reality ability that lives inside each and every one of us. So we might as well take advantage of it. And the only reason we haven't already created into reality, manifested everything that we wanted, is because we stopped imagining it was going to happen. We stopped imagining that it was going to happen. So we can choose to go back to creatively visualizing exactly what we want, and we'll see how the magic has never left us. It never leaves us. Some people think that they lose the edge, or, it's not there anymore. They're not able to attract certain things or anything. But when they go back to creatively visualizing exactly what it is they want, they'll see how the magic's never left them. And when we choose to accept the truth, and accept it, that we always have this divine gift, and our lives will become so phenomenally amazing. And even if you don't want to believe it, then guess what? It's still true. It's still true. Even if you don't want to believe it. I've talked to some people, they just don't believe it. That's just a bunch of hooey. But it's true. Even if you don't want to believe it, it's true. Now imagine, and this is a really clear understanding for all of us, is that we all of us can experience unlimited pleasure at any time. And misery does not exist in reality, but only in mere imagination. Misery, which we all know what that is, does not exist in reality. but only in mere imagination. Sri Ramana Maharishi. Imagine what it would be like if you could experience unlimited amounts of pleasure every single day. Do you think you could handle that? Unlimited amounts of pleasure every day. Ask yourself through the heart mind, do you think you could handle it? So, I invite each and every one of you to take a journey back in time and see if you can remember the most pleasurable experiences of your life. That's right. If you could choose just one or two of your most memorable experiences, what would they be? What kind of pleasure really touched your heart and made your life sing? Perhaps it was your first kiss, or meeting your first love for the first time, or perhaps just hanging out on some weekend with your best friend, or the best lover you ever had. So the secret to this exploration is knowing what made this experience more magical, special, and memorable than any of the others. So as you access these ecstatic memories, try to summon a full body sensation of joy that allows your mind to relax, your heart to soften, and you feel something has let go of all your fears and worries inside. Now, even though your joyful memories are just memories that lead you away from the divine present moment, each memory you have still serves a very powerful purpose for you, as long as you don't stay there forever. The secret to this exploration is knowing what made this experience more magical, special, and memorable than any of the others. So, as we access these ecstatic memories, try to summon that full body sensation that allows your mind to relax and your heart to soften, and you feel something has let go of all your fears and worries inside. Now, even though your joy memories are just memories that lead you away from the divine present moment, each memory you have still serves a very powerful purpose for you. And each of your happiest memories have the power to instantly generate a pool of pleasure chemicals in your brain, which help you to relax deeper into your heart. And this present moment, pleasurable memories can give you a jump start, reach even higher states of bliss throughout your day. Just reviewing one of your positive memories can slingshot you into feeling deep appreciation for everything and everyone in your life right in the now. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Carl Sagan. The golden secret to this exercise is to relax into whatever joyous memory that first arises, and then just keep opening up to others that are connected to it. So explore your past from a place of curiosity, gratitude, and allow yourself to participate in the pleasure again and again. Imagine if you are physically there right now instead of feeling like you're sitting on the back row of your inner movie theater. Let your memory be as real as this present moment. So understand, you are in the moment. You're using these memories to catapult you into joy and bliss in the moment. Be sure to really feel how your whole entire body reacts to the memory. Now, sometimes we all can get so up in our heads about things that we miss out on the vast array of wonderful feelings that bring out a deeper exploration of feeling our life, and as it is happening right now. So feeling our life as if it's happening right now in the moment. And this moment contains the entire universe, the source of God, which is like the bliss of 100,000 orgasms. To even stick a toe in this sacred pool of energy, we may need some guidance. And this pleasure meditation is like a supercharged springboard to catapult you there. So to experience the source of the God, the greatest pleasure in life, we simply need to go deep within the mind and surrender to the stillness at the very core. This almighty pleasure is found in the deepest source within each and every single one of us. Underneath all the mind chatter, in an unconditionally loving resource state that is limitless, without boundaries, and always available. It is found in the state of pure being. This ultimate pleasure requires no thought, requires no memory, or desire to arrive there. You don't need a ticket or practice 10,000 mantras to arrive. It's simply a deep state of surrender, relaxation, and profound trust in this divine moment. The greatest pleasure in life is the one that is without concepts or effort. The greatest pleasure in life is without concepts or effort. Now, none of us have to do anything to attain it. It all comes from just relaxing deeply in the here and now. It arrives the moment any of us feel into our lives, letting go of the continuous doing and efforting machine and soften into pure being. The most beautiful thing we can experience, mysterious. Albert Einstein. So those normal everyday pleasures that you're used to experience happen because of something outside of your body, whether it is food, a compliment, raw chocolate, money, or a hug. You've been conditioned to find pleasure as something that comes from outside your physical body. You may think that you're dependent on the outer world for all your pleasures, and yet none of us are not. We can access an amazing infinite source of love, bliss, freedom, pleasure from within our bodies and mind at any time, any place, period. So the ultimate pleasure comes on its own accord when we are ready to receive it. When we are open, ready to laugh, sing, dance, or simply be quiet. It finds its way into each and every one of us. And remember this, and choose to immediately relax your face, your forehead, and your heart. Take time to explore this divine state of being inside your body. And the deeper you can go into it, the higher you'll feel about life. And within this time, we can unravel years of mental battles that we have fought and won, and free ourselves from the hidden fears, doubts, and worries we've entertained. Right now, each of us can choose to start releasing any suffering that we are tolerating inside and start doing what feels more pleasurable. And this moment, this very moment that we're all in right now, is a very sacred moment. And we can use this moment to destroy the illusions our mind has created or create new ones. You can choose to liberate yourself. Start accessing your true unlimited pleasure right now. You are not this brain, body, feelings, or mind. You are not. None of us are. This brain, this body, these feelings, or mind. We are a soul that will never extinguish. We are an infinite, immortal, pure beings of light. We breathe this message into our bodies on a cellular level. We let every cell and every atom in our bodies and mind feel this greater truth. Excuse me. We let it sink into our core and permeate the deepest structure of our existence. It is a universal truth that instantly sets us free. Some people weave burlap into the fabric of our lives. Some weave gold thread. Both contribute to make the whole picture beautiful and unique. The more you dive within and discover this infinite truth of who you really are, the more pleasurable your life becomes. The more each of us dive within and discover this infinite truth of who we truly are, the more pleasurable our life becomes. And when we focus on what is within us, we are not analyzing or categorizing ourselves. Instead, getting to know ourselves on a much more intimate and spiritual level. The more each of us can let go and flow towards that which is on the inside, the more likely we will merge with the eternal river of goodness, which is always at the core of our being. And the greatest bliss is here, right now. You go straight to your core. You do not stop for anything or any thought along the way. You go straight to your core, and you do not stop for anything or any thought along the way. Only with perseverance will each of us find it. Only with perseverance will each of us find it. Once we confine ourselves to this ever-present moment, we are instantly relieved from all suffering. Total inner peace and maximum pleasure are ours. These secrets are purely beautiful, and I am so forever grateful to you and the universe that you literally can change our lives. This is the God source. So you realize that you can obtain unlimited pleasure now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but now. Right in the now. Unlimited pleasure. Unlimited pleasure. And after all, isn't that why we decided to experience physical form? You know, no matter what it may have been interjected along the way to convince you otherwise, does it make any sense that you would choose total misery when misery does not exist in reality but only in mere imagination? So when we enter these bodies, something happens. What happens is that we become derailed in most cases. As we become derailed, we aren't aware that we're even derailed. We don't believe that we're powerful. We really don't. We don't believe that we can create into reality and manifest anything that our heart desires. Anything and everything that occurs on this planet is our power that engages it. That's it. Every single thing that occurs on this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, excuse me, is because of us. That's why everything occurs. People say, well, I had nothing to do with burning things or harming anyone. No, that's not the point. It is the lack of desire within to literally create the pleasure into reality. The pleasure is bliss and joy and harmony and peace. And then you have people that say, well, why isn't that across the planet? Joy, harmony, and peace. Why isn't that happening? Why? If that's the case, why isn't it happening? Because many of us, don't know who and what we are. That's why the things that happen. There's no external force that creates these things. We create them. Every single one of us, every walk of life, every current now position, situation that each of us on this planet are engaged with. We create them all. People say, what about the pedophilia and the pedophoria, all of these things? I don't create any of that. I wouldn't dare. It's not something I even would think of doing. No, that's very true. But understand is that when those of us who decide to embrace the lower life frequencies, we become seduced. And we become so seduced and so drawn down in those low frequencies that we begin to embrace them. And as we embrace them, we're more motivated to create more of them. And this is what happens. Now, it isn't the majority of us. It is just a handful that engage these and manifest them, create them into reality. Well, then people say, well, why is it that we can't, and there's the word, we can't, but why is it that we can't, eliminate this? Why does it constantly go on? Why has it gone on for thousands of years? Because many of us don't know who and what we are. That's why. If every single one of us in these bodies, in this planet, were to understand clearly who and what we were and are, and that also that we know that we are extremely powerful and that we can create anything we choose or desire into reality. Imagine across the board, all of us eventually coming into the unity and the complete understanding that we are all gods. We're all omnipotently powerful. It is the knowing. See, most of us are afraid of the knowing. We fear it because we aren't aware, we aren't really cognizant of what is within us. And many don't care to go there. Isn't that interesting? They don't care to go within themselves. They're perfectly fine outside themselves. Rely on external authority. Rely on external, anything that would create small pieces of bliss and pleasure, but that's what they rely on. So they literally negate their true focus and core being of the gods that they are. That's why we have this mix-up on the planet, this lopsidedness of certain things. And that's why we always talk about it's all about you. It's all about you. Because if you project out, and you because we're all intuitive, so we draw things to ourselves, and it becomes overwhelming because I just like all of this to end, and I would like it to be this way. You can start doing that by going within. Each of us that choose to go within, and this is a permanent decision. It's not temporary. Well, I'm going to go within, and I'm going to go out here to external authority. It is a permanent commitment that we make to ourselves. Misery does not exist in reality, but only in mere imagination. Think about that. Misery does not exist in reality, but only in mere imagination. So guess what? We literally create the misery for ourselves. We do, each of us. Do you think any of us are exempt from it? I don't think so. None of us are exempt from that. But it's getting to know that. We begin to embrace the fact that we know that we're this omnipotent power, this endless source of love, joy, prosperity, happiness, abundance, pleasure, that it's all there. And so many of us recklessly throughout life just literally beat ourselves up trying to find it outside of ourselves. And it isn't. It never was. So that's why this civilization, there are civilizations that will advance all at once because they're all unified. This one isn't. This one here on this planet is not unified. So therefore, that's why we go within ourselves, each of us. And as we do that, and we take that journey, we understand that as we become more aware of who and what we are, it affects others around us. And then they begin to determine and decide, I think maybe I should take this journey within myself. Take the journey, make the commitment to go within yourself and to discover the unlimited pleasure that is always available to you. And it's up to each of us to decide to take the journey within. And this is basically the journey. This is our experience, the journey. Doesn't it make sense that we discover what we are? Not these bodies, but what's in it. Embrace it, know it intimately, unlimitedly. So it's up to each of us to choose that. Some of us do it sporadically, once in a while, but we don't do it all the time. We don't engage it all the time. It is time that we decide to engage it all the time. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we desire to do is to relax our bodies. And how do you relax your body? You just let go. Let go of any stress, any tensions, any anxiety, any worry, any fear. Let it go. Just release it. It's just like we hang on to things. We don't know why sometimes, but we do. As you let it go and the body responds, you say, body, we're going to let go of all this stuff. It's not really serving either of us any good. It's just pulling us down. Let's let it go. Surrender it. And here's a good way to visualize it. Visualize yourself of having nothing, needing nothing, and wanting nothing. Visualize yourself of having nothing, needing nothing, and wanting nothing. And I guarantee you, all these stresses, fears, and anxieties that we carry around will immediately vanish from you. Move yourself into that, of having nothing, wanting nothing, and needing nothing. Watch what happens. So the body responds. You drop your shoulders. Many of us hold our stress and tension and fears, anxieties in different parts of our bodies. It's like we have depositories in different parts of our bodies. We store this stuff, and that's why it bubbles up on occasion for us. Release it all. Be in the understanding is that you move yourself in surrender, where you have nothing, need nothing, and want nothing. Literally through the heart mind. This is a true deep release of all the things that we attract to ourselves and we conjure up and create for ourselves. Now, as we relax the body, we move into the now. Now, the now, we're always in the moment to moment. We do reflect, we do go into the past, we do look at things, we do, say, wow, this is just wonderful. I wish I could create this again in the now, okay? But how would I do that? Because, see, most of the time we're always trying to externalize and not internalize. So if you go internally, you can literally create that unlimited pleasure 24/7. You'll find your core, the center of your being. The sacredness of the now is immeasurable. We form, we appreciate, we are in deep gratitude and love with ourselves and our journey in the now. It's always the now. We can get so fuddled up when we sporadically, like the mind does, and go everywhere. Back and forth, up and down, everywhere. So we focus just on the now, and in the now, we're able to really plug in to the source of our unlimited pleasure, which is inside of us. Always has been, always will be. In addition to that, we want to breathe. Now, our breath, divine positive energy. Why is it divine positive energy? It's just breath. It sustains these physical, biological forms that house our God, our pure consciousness. It's divine. Kingdom of the God. So as we breath this divine positive energy and we go through the nose and we go out the mouth. Now visualize as we're all sitting in a comfortable position, relaxing our bodies in the now. We visualize taking our divine positive energy through the center of our bodies, right up through our spinal column. We do this, we're taking this divine positive energy and we're bringing it through these vortexes of energies, which are chakras. 7 different basic points on our spinal column. And they're all connected to different glands and organs in our bodies. And they are responsible for uniform distribution of our chi. Also called ki, prana, life energy, God force energy. And it basically, we move this through the energy vortexes. So a lot of times we get these evaluations saying, oh, your chakras are all open so that, there's no problem. If your chakras were all open and aligned, you would not have any physical issues in your body. That's a fact. So when there is a disruption in this life energy or a blockage in any one or more of our chakras, we can suffer from health and mental issues. So the chakras form the energy ecosystem of every one of us. And when we experience a deficiency in this ecosystem, it can wreak havoc in the different areas of our lives. So as we begin to literally bring this divine positive energy, our breath in, We bring it through the red wheel of light, the root chakra, the Muladhara, which is energy, stability, comfort, safety. I am. Every time we say I am, make sure you keep an eye on the little guy, the ego, because the ego will try to upend you. So we go through the root chakra, the red wheel of light, and then into the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, which is the Vadhisthana. Sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, sociability, I feel. And then through the yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This is strength, personality, power, determination, I do. And then through the green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. Acceptance, love, compassion, sincerity, I love. Then through the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This is communication, expression, creation, creativity, inspiration, I talk. And then through the violet wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna. This is intuition, lucidity, meditation, trust, I see. And then through the purple wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. Knowledge, consciousness, fulfillment, spirituality, I understand. Now we bring this divine positive energy, our breath, all the way up through these energy vortexes, our chakras. And as we do this, we literally pull it up to our heads, a little bit to the back, hold it briefly. I am light, I am love, I am. And in that brief moment, we condense it and compress it into pure liquid energy. Omnipotently powerful. We release it over our pineal gland. Now, our pineal glands are a very important organ in our bodies while we're in these bodies. So we desire them. We want them to be fully functioning, healthy, and vibrant. They are not yet. So as we do this exercise and we release over the pineal gland, this pure, divine, positive energy, frequency, liquid energy. Watch, you can look at your pineal gland as a raisin, a prune, however you view it. I view it as a rose bud, a green ball. And as I release this pure liquid energy over it, it immediately blooms and blossoms in full view, a very fragrant, multicolored petaled rose that is eternal. And this is the pineal gland. It is healthy, vibrant, fully functional. Because it is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It's the gateway to pure consciousness, our God, and it is the gateway to beyond. So it's very important for us. So doing this exercise, literally, we internally intend for the pineal to be fully functioning and healthy. And so it is. So it shall be. So it is. And as we do this, we are all consciously aware that we are of the highest, of the deepest, deep high, of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And we're one. We're merged. We're merged with the heart mind. We're merged with the God within us. We're merged with our soul, our spirit, our higher self, all facets, parts of the one. We have others with us in this assembly, this meditation, this global gathering, this universal gathering to liberate this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. And so we have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, and the archetypes. And they are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. Now, there is civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do, so we don't see them like we see ourselves. They will, however, appear in humanoid form to just give us a message. And you'll know when that's happened, and you can reflect and pick the times it actually has happened. And it is very enjoyable experience. And they can also, in a very small space, house many of them so they can surround any one of us in the thousands. And that's real bliss. Now, we also have the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sanat, Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Pel, Thought, many, many, many more. These are those who have ascended out of physical, biological form and into God form. Pure consciousness, they hold. We are those who have ascended into biological physical form to experience that biological physical form. Are they any more powerful or anything more than we are, or vice versa? No, we're all from the same source. We're all created equally from the same source, source creator. And all of them are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. So we're all together here, and we are compelled to call upon all of the other facets and parts of creation, source creation. All of our brothers and sisters, so to speak, throughout all existence, everything and everything. So we call out to all of the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this universe. They come in the trillions from every direction. They choose to come. And they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. Many, many, many different civilizations and species. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and the highest of the highest and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the circle of light. Now, over 1,000 of them come through the solar system every day. And we're only familiar with a handful. We have the Pleiadians, these are all the species and all the levels in these civilizations. We have the Sirians, Pleiadians, Andromedans, Arcturians. We have the Zeta Reticuli. We have the Feline. We have the Norns. We have the Greys. We have the Reptilians. We have the Draco. We have the Avian. We have the Golden Pyramids. Many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, and our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, can be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. They come in the billions. call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed, the fallen forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, this now, and this meditation, forming the circle of light. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a few of them. Fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, mermaid, dolphin, and the whale, Pegasus, unicorn, centaur, minotaur, many, many, many more. Now, they come in the trillions, in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we've never ever seen before. And they are with us now. All of us gathered throughout all the universes, all existence, focused our intent on the liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. And we are all in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and abundance. And we are all consciously aware that we are of the highest and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And we are all one, and we are all God, and we are all love. And our God light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, forever, beyond, and ever. And we continue to intensify, and we continue to expand. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods together, we form this magnificent circle of light. It is all of our gods within us. It is this light. It is so bright that it grays out the darkness of space. It would take at least 1 billion of the suns in this solar system to compare with the brilliance and the brightness of it. This is pure, deep, unobstructed, eternal love. And it saturates this entire planet, on it, in it, above it, and below it. All of our brothers and sisters, all life, everything and everything, the highest value in the universes, non-stop, flooding, saturating, bathing, pure, deep, eternal love. Inside and out, every single speck of our existence being bathed in this pure, deep, eternal love. Now, we begin to ascend above the planet. As we do that, we're immediately met with this massive gossamer field. It is filled with trillions of vibrant colors, many we've never even seen before, nor can we describe them. And they're all reflections of all of us, all different facets of all of us, of our highest and greatest intent, of pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude. And we're immediately met with a emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds us that we are the power of healing. And then it's followed by the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This color reminds us of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. And then we're met with the white fire. This column reminds us that each of us, head to toe, inside and out, are imbued with an impenetrable white fire armor. Pure, deep, eternal love, God light energy This armor cannot be penetrated by any external authority, cannot be penetrated by any form or direction of lower dark matter frequency or lower survival matter frequency. It cannot be. But only you have the power. Only you, if you decide to lower yourself low enough in the lower dark matter frequencies or lower survival matter frequencies. If you do this, decide to, and you go deep enough, you will create a breach in your white fire armor. This impenetrable field. If this does occur, lower dark matter frequencies, lower survival matter frequencies will come flooding in. You're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This column reminds each of us that we can call on the purple transmuting flame. We can literally transmute all of these lower vibrational frequencies into neutralized substance, and we can literally send them back to pure consciousness where they are no more. We're also met with the violet ray. This column reminds us that we can bring the violet ray in right behind the purple transmuting flame, and we can purify, cleanse, harmonize, and lift the vibrational frequency of that area, once again restoring our white fire armor to its full capacity of the highest and deepest eternal love and gratitude. Then we're met with the golden white pink light. This is the column that reminds us every single split second of who and what we are, of the deep, pure love that we were made of by Source Creator. We see it in sunsets. We see it in the sun rises. We see it in our skies. We see it in the clouds. We see it in our waters. We see it in our trees. We see it everywhere. This vista, this grandeur, this beauty, this awe-inspiring brilliance is a reflection of the love that we all are. It never stops reminding us. All you have to do is look. You can choose to look or choose to look away. And we all continue to ascend above the planet. And some of us, as we do, we step outside of our physical forms if we're carrying one. We just effortlessly float above it. As we do this, we continually move up, and we then come across this massive crystalline light tower that we created. It's larger than this solar system. We designed it, we can see in it, and in it is this kind of like a pulsating array of a multitude of trillions of beautiful, vibrant colors. It's kind of soft, it's round, it's not sporadic or jagged, and it pulses out. Almost like a heartbeat, it pulses out, and it literally, as it does this, it floods, saturates, and bathes all of us, all of our brothers and sisters, all of everything and everything. It lifts the field, the vibrational frequency of everything and everything, higher and higher, which with each expression, with each beam out, then as we look to the top of it, we designed it so the golden ocean can come flowing down 360 degrees and saturate, flood, and bathe every single one of us, everything and everything. And this golden ocean is of the purest, deepest, eternal love and gratitude, abundance, happiness, joy, bliss, peace, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, stillness of mind. It is all that we are, and it's flooding us constantly. All of this is lifting our vibrational frequencies endlessly. There's no pause. It is perpetual. This golden ocean, each of us are a drop of this golden ocean. We hold the essence of this golden ocean. We move a little bit further up, and we come upon this meditative sphere that we all created well over 2 years ago. It's at center circle. It holds near 900 of our meditations in perpetual motion. It's omnipotently powerful. It floods, saturates, and bathes all of us in this pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude of abundance, prosperity, goodness, happiness, joy, gentleness, kindness, generosity. It is constant. This is why it can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand every day. All of us, not just on this planet, but throughout the universes, we choose to send this unlimited vibrational frequency to a complete liberation of the planet and everything on it, in it, above it, and below it. In this now, in this meditation, it cannot be debated. It cannot be argued. It is a definitive, and it cannot be halted, and it cannot be stopped. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We all feel it. We feel it in our heart minds. We feel it every second of our existence in these bodies. So it literally is up to each and every one of us. Do you choose to embrace the unlimited pleasure within you? Do you understand that misery does not exist in reality, but only in mere imagination? Do you understand that somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known? It is our choice. It always is and always will be. Each of us can experience unlimited amounts of pleasure every single second of every day. And it's all within us, and it is all our choosing. We are absolute, super omnipotently powerful creators into reality. We are supreme reality. Whether you know it or not, but as you continue to journey within yourselves, you will find and discover the absolute true bliss that is within you and always has been. It's never going anywhere. And you can dip yourself into that bliss every second of every bit of your existence. I'll join you in a meditation and I'll return to close us out. in. And an easy breath out in the mouth. Move fully. Embrace the bliss, the pleasure that is within you. And you can experience it outside of you. Move deeper within your core being, your essence of existence. The more you do this, the more you will be prepared to embrace the paradise that you're creating on this planet. And so as you do, the rest will begin to do so too. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, into the following morning. It is truly who and what you are. Back here, August 3rd, 2020, Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We continue our global guided meditation call.